Any atefo nyina akwa badeba Kumasi online TV, Take TV and Friends of Ken TV. Ene twediam padaroma bibia ehye pa. Na before sebe kwa dwumadi esu showdown so no. Ya wo sedi kan mu din komo. Dwumadi e de bramo awie bia kopem se no nan ebobo ebla awie no menu abono. Ene ye wo nsem bia bese ne mo ka wonsem na edi nkomo pa. Ya ebetimi aboye nyina ma bibia no akoye di ama ya asawman na ensem bese ne mu din komo ni dedi kan ne se munim se oman na ye wo mu sisiye no oman no emam panyini mahama esa ba bie mu no na ebinum ani age na ebinum so edi awreho ebinum se da bi eni kwa se papa yi enka wo ba ebinum se o eyese mam panyini mahama oba efise from 2012 ye oba yo mam panyini asum yakopem 2016 no papa no osua ne mabi de afri mu enti obosaba ne omampanyini ne second term yi enya de se ha adwen ehia pa na saa asem yi enam soma ensem bia ekwa a wo se ye dandi ade kire mo na ensem ye nupe enam ne mu bedi enkomo ba ko ye enhwema Kumasi FM Kumasi online Take TV and Friends of Ken TV show that Jumadia me of a danso me awo chiame no ye nhwemu ehu and e ba beka wonsem na before there no ma me fa asdaka se pam gana ni ba bia se ye nanum kramofuo kodi omu bia wie ye ya akwankyene edi omu bia wie kama ama sundua ba yan shedanti issues bia sa enu nti ye bought edanum kemfo abaso pa national chief imam yero sheikh sheributu wadaroma ye bo abaso se otumafo na bibia eboko ede ama yakopon sheikh kemfo nyina se mo ye akwankyene ede ma oman no medin ene ofadanso ense medikan ni enhwema showdown ya yessie our Jubilee House. Afei, Yaman Penny presidency was so. Ya yes, see, yam no more say. Yani communication director officer. First, Kwachi Ofosu. Bikuta se see and send me boba a man for can say, oh, share a quanya. Say, ya appointee will be not a balance son. Na send the panel. Ye need the free ho. Sabani ba na oya appointment bi. Na send the panel appointing na so mampanyin no your appointing ni ho a na foforo ba. Na send the panel ya se send free ho. By yehu IGP dan paresa okọ. Ama yewura tete nyohonu Christian opanyin na aba as acting IGP. Adema oman Ghana. Eno kona nche no ya tese ya petition ya mame Chief Justice Tokonu se emabruwi se mame no enima ba ko Mensah binti no e wo se ye ni free ho ate sansem no mame mpo de get kra ba se dabi ohia enchechirimu na ohia ne copy eno so enkwada nchen samba kaya 2016 ebe trobe we daneye ya yema mpanyini dada na nado ewi ni abane pe BBC mevan se bien social oman ye be troba ni nyina da na bam eye yisi no ye yi mamini fro Charlotte ekoye Emma Jane ebai ba ma fo sha se emeki allegations say Senkabaya Yenua ba Mensah atukoe ono nso so wonko nanka foforo emla na enhwema showdown yawuram nyagada information any evidence ya wo kire se ne eye no anhwa yemami Mensah anhwa na maame no yansesa no enhwemu ya we roma ko presidency na tena ye ani mpanyimfo bi didi nkomo amienya evidence mu odu a chese ma me je Mensah say man focus after chief justice no je Mensah and a next ya also no so ekọ but me can chem show that you may say ye nua ba no pe enkomo akoso any information agada na chese je Mensah de obetimi a retain in seat no I said yisi chairperson na 2028 ono ankasa asa jerem say referee ahwa me atoba ya ono time no ne impress aso anunti any information aba ya me pese wuhu se BBC a no say Kumasi online TV show that juma di ofadanso me ka wasa me de kire wo anunti ye nyina ntwen emendu wa yibehu se the maker no and the kure na enyantrɔ bia eno koda nche no ya tigana na yesi containers bi atimi afly enyantaban atu Africa na ha bebe containers ye atu du kode me ne wo yenim sabia mguso me ne wo kasai asat na wa me ne wo kasai no ye nya information bia se containers na atutu ayira no ewo ha anase wo ha ejina ha anase ejina ha yenya hui containers no 1370 containers na gira no yenya wa bi etu akọ ba emu 40 pe ene ensa tumi aka ya chini baba se du mienu bi ya omye India fo ne China fo a containers no omoto di free Ghana fo ni bi ho na ade ba ko a mewura ho ne se yetimi ache baya munteni yo de onu to container ne ache no banipa kono ko to container ma no de yenche no tieniye ma mo hwe ma wiei na mutemie ma che munteni yo container no enipa na onu ko to ye no yetimi hu na ache no ba do de container ko to ma nipa no de yenche no asam no ehu sami fun wei ayira eni pa fun yi ono de ko mo bi toye no ye nche no na de oto fun ne de ya che no sela no ye hu no baya no eni a che no Ghana oman beni mema videos bia mo hwe a plan payinfo bi kasa videos ne Mensah bakuye babia yewura Agyapong energy minister agota parliament ka contain no asem dodo a ayira de kire yen ebranso a woni sentofo hyiaye ewo parliament no ano so ensem okan ye ana afei dom kuma bano dani yewura Alexander afanya markings ono so asema waka na fe ensem bia empemfo bi di base eni pa bese enabi yanchi wo mo si ya chi wo ma containers no ebetime hu di aka enyina na sankofo no ye de bako gina amranim na mra ene sankofo na di na de bako awra ho ne se hwe containers 1350 containers na ira no emu 40 penny yehu ana nipa na ono no eto ye ne de yetime asachi atwezi ahu no ache no ba mia ana nipa na ono no koton de ma no de sabi enya nche no asam no emu awiram na enie container yewura John Agyapong abegina parliament the floor of parliament emeki sign statement no amanda kuma kan say da bi the papa yi kan ente sa led by honorable Afanyamakis said da bi ente sa achire yewura Afanyamakis asa be kan say ampa na oye board chairman awo yi siji ho Muntin yo. Enye just container keke. Container cables egum. Ye de omano ye taxpayers money. Oman Ghana ye taxpayers money. Ye taxpayers money. Akokra. Ede free. Eya abroche dia ba ye be sum oman no. Now let it be enso wa from 2023 and let it enso epia bonten ebla na former managing director Yura eye Mahama ono eye managing director no papa na hwe salete no na otwokoma PDS and let otwa no koma wo mu na let any ne be hwe mo hwe date time omutwane nsema wala tanimu ye be kan amwate bi ewosom sa Ghana ha no ye to aba de mampanyimfo a omonwene ye ho ye to aba mampanyimfo omutimo den ye to aba mampanyimfo a sabi me ne wo de ye ho da dwene sei enyi omutirimu do mu hia ene omonko aye die ye to aba mampanyimfo a omudi omana bro Ghana enkoye nyina ye mpanyimfo a sabi omabedi omana so ko ebinom we kwame nkruma mu si nchen kofo mu si nchen mpanyimfo bi a ye nyim se mbabo omana esi nchen a na nseni nanu ifo yo mabai die abushafo omadi omana bro omadi Ghana abro omaha Ghana omaha oman Ghana omatete Ghana omadi yewu containers ya yakra ade oman sika ensuo enye bi mpo ennom gamsa daroma yeso nyina sei agyanam bia yenye benye be kura gyamunan yenya suku adan ene school under trees and so wo ho yentimi ntoase poverty ekumo no economy ni mo ya den komo diamanfo nanso so ye mpanyimfo no nwene sa ne ma we ye ana mu wia ye ebo ya krono na o manimu he sa video yi ye be show na letter na ready a be se mu tam letter no e ba ye cause e tam me ntentem se be ya ye betumi akoduma de so na empayimfo no nso aba why a letter mo fanto so me hwe Electricity Company of Ghana Limited ECG muntenie Electricity Company of Ghana Limited where a letter e buy Electro Voter House March 2nd 2023 enie March 2nd 2023 letter nie samo se me boa ene da so sa letter way ana March 2nd 2023 ya twa ye akoma PDS fo na ye pese container no se omunyara so mu yisu a o se o se containers no adema amanfo na ye ton edi fro manimu abra Ghana fo ga se ye hia was it DSM was it the Commissioner General Ghana Revenue Authority of Starlight 91 Road Ministries PO Box 2202 Accra DSM and that's one was a request for the heart of ocean of ECG/PDS consignment and containers at port. Asomre dani when ye headlines no enie letter no lead ni nie ade da so no sa letter ye twede call ye say containers ye kra edi be sum oman no ye ton no na naku for the bless o oni ba umia bless o ana container ye ton no container sa container be 1000 na eche na agra no enye mahama breso eye LPP aban na nado led by Nanado Ngakufado aniba omia the vice president omuna tonye letter no nie ena da ho no sa letter we ana ECG managing director Yewura Samuel Mahama a request say senkabeya container na si port no yan hwene yan hye ne yan ton without Ghana population base over base 3 million population no yan te wo hwe nipa kakra bi dom kuma bi ketuwa bi ana hwe yan kopanim adelete akwa ya nkoton sa container si hwe se oko so se we wish to respectfully apply for an extension of time to clear various consignment of goods standing in the name of ECG and or PDS and request for a halt on any pending auction of the said goods containers. Eti osha na de wo hono Ghana container na o mani hia e de bobra no hwese ne let time pay for tray and some doso na one no ono no o se recall sa container na si port wo no sa abani nyusu mfanya hwea e wo se yetimo wo hye containers no na omo hiam no omo ton edoso ye tam nti mebo video nti o se mekoma nim se okwa efom ho a de twa tokura no befan se number 5 no was we accordingly hereby respectfully request your intervention to formally notify the Customs Division of the GRA of this state of affairs and direct at heart out to any planned or ongoing auctioning of the said consignment until such time we have managed. A dozen me phone so na ha me kakra a PDS for ente a letter ECG a chokoba PDS for say omun yan se sa kwento ma ohyen enti no talent na ECG any jero for a chokoba PDS say ye twa blam se container I will say ye tonti ye mama ya kwan na ye wo shi containers no na ye mfanya de foforo na dia ya ne se ye tompoto na boden e de ma o na nka ha adwen se ye wo shi abaja pade a ayo fofofo de sa phone so 10 billion ne se wo shi a metikwa ton be 1000 Ghana cedis and 10,000 and 1 billion po ne da ma obi but omoton so moton mo ma ho yan ton fama Ghana fo ne toma empayinfo na metam nti was it your kind assistance in this regard would be much appreciated. Yours faithfully signed Samuel Mahama, Managing Director, copy the Chief of Staff, Jubilee House, the Honorable Attorney General and Minister for Justice, Honorable Minister for National Security, the Honorable Minister for Energy, the Honorable Minister for Finance, the Executive Director, Iloko, the Director General, GPHA, the Assistant Commissioner, GRA, Custom Division, and I'm going to let them come out. And March 2nd, 2023, no, and now container no, omoton di ma omo ya container 1,000 ye chire etima yira free Ghana port. Ya hwehwempa yehu. E 40 pennies atumi aka. Na se wo be di oman so. Na mu di oman ya bro seya eye. Mu be di oman so. Na do oman ekwa enkosum e di oman nsa hyeboase. Mu di oman na wuseya ebusa se eye. Ya busa mpanyimfo. Ye to bali eyi mpanyimfo asabi. O betimi abo oman no and paying for or money and one toy. Banye paying for my jabby or man and paying for or maybe or man yan trouble. Yan trouble say you trouble na be wi say near the ensa gu eti twa adwo dabi enti container no ane aton ya to container na di ya wo hye ne fofofo e da ma o mankasa ho emu 40 pe ene ensa tumi aka 40 containers 1000 plus 350 ni kompono you say 310 crowd ever 1000 kwan kan wa 310 anaira ye hu bepam ne enti information ba ne say awo say den tam chairman awo yi sigi ye wura fanya markets o se eche no ene e ba ko afei den tam energy minister ya o ye ranimate ediman pp yesumpo woda mokwa nkroma no na po meje boku prampe o so no seche no ana afei the okan biem aye den tam managing director yewura Samo Mahama o se ti sample information say ye chi wo ma bebe containers na kan won nyina na ye betimi akohwehwe hu na wachi ni pa otoye that okotoye de monche no movie say yankura here mama video no video na yewura jenapo ekogina parliament na o kan wansem no o wiere mabɔ de ɔne nsajofo share na mabɔ ekwan a afanya markets e kan say okoye chairman e o yisigi wo no ensem e course wo no o ka kire no egina betibu yasum tese o ma no yada ena na egwa bonti video na ready mo me nkokotie se na video ni sitie areho Ghana si ya me enya na oni anhwe ya on si ya na beko yenkotie video no are ready the video ni ni.
When we took over, I visited the Tema Harbor. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Tema Harbor. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers. Today, as we speak, Mr. Speaker, when we took over, I visited the Tema Harbor. Mr. Speaker, we have about 3,000 containers stuck at the Tema Harbor. 3,000 containers, most of which contains transformers. Today, as we speak, Mr. Speaker,
with materials, cables, and other accessories, ECG has not been able to clear those containers. And so as we speak, we have 2,500 containers stuck there and stranded. And as they stay there, it attracts a lot of penalties and demurrage. And yesterday the briefing I got is that so far the demurrage alone is estimated at 1.5 billion. See, this is unacceptable. 1.5 billion cedis. This is unacceptable. The first question is that what led to this untenable situation? Why would ECG adopt that bonding? But what is even disturbing is that the briefing I got there is that with materials, cables, and other accessories, ECG has not been able to clear those containers. And so as we speak, we have 2,500 containers stuck there and stranded. And as they stay there, it attracts a lot of penalties and demurrage. And yesterday the briefing I got is that so far the demurrage alone is estimated at 1.5 billion. See, this is unacceptable. 1.5 billion cedis. This is unacceptable. The first question is that what led to this untenable situation?
Today is another day of sadness for the politics of the country, because a system has succeeded in setting us up to set ourselves apart. Mr. Speaker, let me give some few facts for the Hansard of this House. I had the privilege of chairing Ghana Water. Every single reform I initiated ended up in the media, caused by the very people who perpetuated it. And in the end, it turned political. So nothing gets done. ECG, I had the privilege of chairing the board in July. Because I'm a businessman, the first question I ask myself is that how can ECG award a contract? And when the contract is awarded, all the person does is deliver at the port, present bill of lading, and request for payment. I said, with the greatest respect, I don't want to use a word. This is Parliament. I was shattered. I said, how? And ECG would have to pay. So I realized that ECG was paying a lot of bills when they have not even had access to the goods. And when you ask them, I asked the procurement manager, director of procurement, a question. I said, why did he say, oh, chairman, this is the practice since. This is the practice. And they will bring you document. I listened to honorable member for Secondary, lawyer, you from Secondary, question meeting. And I am adopting his submissions as though they were mine. The time has come. This politics, somebody says MPP, NDC, it's a system problem that I will any day support this minister to embark on reforms. How come containers at the ports, containers that have arrived, the bureaucracy at our ports, they say the containers are missing. Mr. Speaker, it is true that when these containers come, there is some connivance with some customs officials, and they sell these containers, these cables that ECG needs after the supplier has been paid. They sell the container, and then people resell back to ECG. Are we pretending we don't know? Instead of us to pay attention and kill the rots, then we come here, then MPP, NDC, so now they say, oh, maybe it's happening under MPP, it's happening under NDC. No. An honorable minister, I know what you can do.
Enti ohwe video na mo de mo mane na so ma video na so na kasa ne mane yen hwe video na ha mana so ya he open na o kasa e parliament, the floor of parliament and yewura afanyama case ya oyedom kuma bano dani e kasa wo se hwe se omoton ECG omoton contest ni wi a na omosa twa mu ho abeton dia ma ECG muntini asam ya na rawosam because ama menso kwaya me yama seme muntini yo opanyini na oye wana e chama oyi
The politics of the country.
na po ana ya energy minister ana sama mahama no eye managing director o ECG eni sampa inform yensan ana o so man no wo mu na ebuso mu nsam o sansem o se okwo ho no eye ade a ewo dada enye ne ahotete pepepepe akoso a enti ye tu abade ye den na so panyini kan obi a wo ye chairman o ECG na enema bone ikoso wantimi and draw on man attention. I'm young to sa. Say a idea echoso. And until Omaja Padia, any paka crabby and fa. Any pakumabi and fa. On my Dana Japadia. Now the a yana say. So almost short containers in we are. No almost say return. You tell na almost have a tone and the my ECG. Muntio, a dear aya, sabi wine pan on my bay, and I said the waiting akoso. On my banner, we bet me a see. I didn't ECG for dia. On my manu, taxpayers' money, and I cadiaba. And I see pots and phobia no be a granite. And now to say issue. Now, any part of credit me, I was sent at home. Now, Omuton, yeah. Now, almost have a back door na omama ton e de ma ECG kro na hwe te se kromfo wie wa de no sa beton ama wo nanum sa de mpoye wo de a tiani o kromfo wie wa de ba unim sa de kromfo wie mpoye wo de a ano sa beton de kro na de ama wo se ade meton wo sa atom wo sa ato enti wu no na enya wo de na kromfo ne de a wo de na wo ba wi a no sa ato ama wo ebi na yeye o manja pade nipa kakra bi atimi aton video na ye boy no yewura gina pase aya 3,000 containers baby so was 2,500 containers and now me no kan is say yo by mesre no oba ye nche say next time or public abeka so public here na daroma omma ne nsam enye pe ebasa na minim ebia na pressure ya aba na suntema ene abufuo ntema ne kansa 3,000 2,500 containers this all kasa parliament all kasa chegana for on hwesa okuta fat figures no enye pe Ghana o my Ghana na adeba ku bi nso eboba nyame aduma ejoda na se fiada maye ho adwuma e de amamo betam nti ba ku bi nso eboba na nsenya Burkina Faso jenua bema aye Ibrahim abrantie ya Burkina ye nyina ye bona ba so ya ade no wo chesi Ghana ja padie bi abrantie na ba beto $70 million Ghana ja padie abrantie Ibrahim Cherry abaton Cherry abaton sa Agyapong Africa na ha $70 million na nsenya nanu ya na kofa ba yo nanu ya na mahama ba yo ananu ya mahama na ba yo batu jejeje ananu ya na osa ba yo mahama batu jejeje yesi Burkina Faso abrantia wonya 40 years ya na adwo so chen ewiase mpanyimfo nyina adwe no sa branch no abawura Ghana ha eja pade a daachi o man beti da bobla no ya ton ejama branch no na ay information a ye gada ya se ya ton awio $70 million eni sika abranch no omo ton de ma na so omochi efini ho na sa de kwenkopon ya aduma Friday na Monday no ya baye ho adwuma e de amamo madaruma timunhya no so fama ye etigana ha de ye mpanyimfo no mo wani nyina sabi ye kosala ho mache kwato aba ne ye bo atwede campaign ne adade ne de sabi uye babu na utiemi a o so yi oni wase Burkina Faso boosters fuel infrastructure by acquiring Tema hydrocarbon facility from Ghana. Yaton bibia wa yaton $70 million. Yaton. This strategic investment aims to bolster the Burkina Bay National Hydrocarbons Company, Sonabai, by increasing its fuel storage capacity, enhancing the country's energy security. Burkina Faso na baby o hompa no munin kanea. Yes, a wood in kanea, nyan kanea, ya din yesi we dia sense so. Ela Burkina Faso nkura seni baby. Yes, omonya oil mu no, ebe se omo chese tama oil fa na ye dia no. Ya tom Burkina fo. Ye ran George na pona nse na ba yo. Se man che Ghana fo amye kwanya gentia mo ton sa Ghana ja pade dem Burkina fo na ye ntia se da. Ebia na enye no kre. Minyini se no kre. Minjini da be ntesa. Mo dem nkama kwa Ghana fo munya abotre. Ghana fo munya abotre wate. Na mo nkama koma ntom yem. Ebia enye sa minyini minya so eyebosrem ka. Yewra energy minister John Jinapo Yasimu ton Ghana, you just paid the Mabokina flow $70 million. Burkina Bay. Abante banen senya sikapa Burkina Fonya. Eka omode omotuatua malifo ene wiase kura kabiem. Ghana egusoje bosia. Ni ewo no Mali, Burkina, Niger, Cote d'Ivoire, Nigeria, Omunibi. Go to your the whole world. Gonna go to Papa Chebia. Go to the one and one say wo. Go to Ponia, na and one say wo. Gonna go. So Ponia, na go to na say wo. Yeah, good. When they are amenity, my fancy wa ha. Na menko hana ho. Yampa Friday yebetwa so. Na yetwa so edisan komo no. Na ene enkoba bebedie nie. Medam asese matie yen. Na mahwe yen so. Mo fam comment mla na Ghana de chese de mpanyimfo ne yen de awreho. Yenia be ma yebapa ye ofa. Canada Agyapong wala chapa bi aba. Yebedu nkomo ka kra bi ahwe. Se awose so mana. Yesi gamse no. Se ebetumi kura agya o se de ma ahemfo no na almost stop gamse no. Eno nso kwhia eye natural resource minister Ura Ahmed Ibrahim ono nso so bana kwanta enkan kwanta nyina ona ehye ne nsa oye MP ho ode atudwa. Yesi yente opanyini afenyo mark nepo ene mahama se 3,000 containers etimayira every port. Ebedi ehunkomo ene ayo djumade nso. Afe yesi donkuma no. Omonso so esi omission of 24-hour economy no. Eno nso yesi mahama ne bayet okanwa asem omuhu de ekoso enti eno nso so donkuma no e kanwa asem parliament se papa wadado ma wona kan yo 24-hour economy no ewai ye busa no ensemo na wiai ye ba bedi eho enkobo yenua be ma Martin Safo Jan NPP communication team member Dogbe Kevin NDC communication team member I will can or say 10 a member and our president when I member on secretary mo opanyini enso ewa ha ya enche eni bedi enkobo me dey no for so me dey Kumasi online TV showdown Kumasi online TV TikTV and afi Friends of Kind TV mame me mo akwa hana se ensema ya every fret me pa
what a hit upon hit I know there's how to me fire and penny for
every fret me
I know who you say the edru on me ye be de kokrobotin me wa kwato aba ne de ama wo
aya semu omfanya hwe
ai ka Ghana fu enyi na ye ba ko na nka 7 December bi edu ne ye kwato aba ka ye nto a enko mo ba usisi a na ye serious ankasa se penny for no omu ye
mate eminenti ye hwe nkrata no munsem
okay ofa before ansa na ye be ko nkrata anim no eye e-levy any betting tax no finally we be ka say ejeba ene ye man penny JD or the nsan sha se assign as a see no betting tax so e-levy away bas intino ye da ye man penny as say na nsema wo ka kire ye bra no ye campaign se Ghana for ye kokromotin kwoto aba ma no watimadi so pepepe e de ama Ghana for intino ye da na sepa se waye ade wo hunti ye da na se na ene so eye napo ene eye MPP MPP foko piemu ewo ye edum ekoye donation so edemaye omo aye victim efa eye ejahehie ekọ ho no no na po donate 100k ede ema wo mo na face so omo 500 bars of cement na face so eye MPs common fund no so no omo yi mo 50k so ede amount ye bo MPP abanuku na ba so omo ya ade na po wa kire se wodo asantemani MPs abo asante region nyina no ye do mase papa ofa ye nkrata nim na me sha se won nkrata ni mudia na me de new crusading guide ene ma ye tiefo ni ahwefo nyina so akwa aba e de aba ye show down dwumadie so na wuku adai na wukọ de new crusading guide na ese bujuna po ayesi etimi tretre manitimi ko ewiase afa na nyina ensoso na mede wo ko klatafa etoso myensa eni edua na ese eye papa Kennedy wo hina Agyapong ni foni ene da ha se ena ne lawyer ena afenso so ya nas eye nsem ebeto so aba fonten fidie su no man Ghana nas etabri ya asem no ediko pie mo US ema court share se eye Kennedy wo hina Agyapong enche $18 million no ena ye ne lawyer esrese opa court na chewa nkasa sika ne de mu odu se 30 days ni du na se ye nya se sika ne de ti so man ga na mu ose wofa ye nyina ye jeje ngentuboa e de maye papa ye Kennedy hina Agyapong no timi de akwa akwa sika ne de mu odu pan ye enta ye ne lawyer okwa klatafa to so eye miensa ne edu e wo hono ma wo sre court ne se sika ne de want so emfa emma wo mo ye ba eye de new crusading guide na mu so a na se Ghana Backside for and our buying and I sell man penny elbow my basso papa. If it's a more plan, I say, or more person establish a new refund, more person see a Diane will bet me a cry a Backside Nina, ever honor, and now could a new crusading guide, ever honor, come, and so. Now, what see her saying so and say Gideon back home, and no say, share my gun and more say, yes, Casem, and Toto no, I say, shut down, koye papa, ain't your man penny a Kenya way. Netimi eye bibi kama enso for maintain the new crusading guide de na no pay and Wednesday what de buy and amede abremonom ye kwa the Ghanaian publisher so a ne se ye man penny JDM ni phone na dasoro ha se ye nrada ye ebra ye Muslim for no omo wie Ramadan no kwa kan omo ho eno omo gu achi wie se twa to okra na bra wo kasa no eno wo kasa so man Ghana mu ase de hia pa ne asundue an ene kro ye ne pepepe ye enkase we ye Muslim ni we Christian ni ti no me mpe we ya se mo se da bia sundue ni hia no man Ghana mu ase entene wo kwa the new Ghanaian publisher na se man pani klatafa to so miensa ensema wo kan enso eno no mede wo kwa klatafa to so miensa na se Ghana Backside Company no omusi omu baba besi dan ya mo betimi de Backside ni nyina de akwa kogu no ene ye man pani anasam oban aban no ebo mabaso papa so betima tena se plan say omu baba baby bi say dia ma man Ghana na wo ba ase ase na se minority na ye klatafa to so mienu a minority no na se omu raise alarm bi ye money laundry any drug trafficker so kwa Kotoka International Airport koso wo honom no ene se omo ka se we de mani nyu ase de bia da mo ye ne katasumu muaso eti no ya aban no hwe na won kan yo betima ko na se aeroplane aba be so no be kwa kohwem na se ko kenko anegum ye sori ani atabli sika de akwa kopiem obi man so eti no kopiem wo ye the Ghanaian publisher na se intim fodwo ena ka se ye money laundry any drug traffic no koso o man Ghana mu asentine mpanifo enhwe na omo enhwe
ba se wo yosofo
wo yosofo
ba mate se no obo ye mampanyin mahama obo no kwadu se ase papa no one land bi ni adade bia mahama nso so aka se yemfa ne nyehwemu
wa friend so wo meche evidence bi owo bia no onfamra na eja
okay
ye mo omo hwehwem no omo hu ye bia obae no no hu ye bia ono na ehu
ebetimi abo pa on say o ye reverend o ye sofo na sofo a sabi akoba say be ko na ntesa na sofo twantro e ba san so be hadwen pa o
be hadwen
politics ni be do akiro se na ma kamoni former finance minister Yura Adams yes but private car say betting tax ya nye you levy no money cover ni anya so ye nyina nim Ghana say we si kokrompo ni yetew utua water base ne you levy covid so si Ghana so enti no chese politics emma ye mpanyimfo no binom
basa nkwan no fo
enti say Yura enti fo jo se ne nim ni pass papa yi ayo so fokasia pa wo nim nyame na mo yosem nti papa yi ni sembi obaka bia no tibi mo dum se aye political talk ase osua wo mo se politics de ntro kakra na dade panyini esrew e man panyi mahama wo se ye nhwemu se ye ko nhwemu ne ntesa Also aso yesi so tim go penye no ma we to aso na ye tam no
okay ti the Ghanaian publisher de na no pe mo de eba ye no ye call the daily dispatch so a ne say man penny JDM ne ka say wo say wo be hwe say ye nsu yire ekoso wo man Ghana mu wase ni nyina no etuo ebetwa wo man Ghana so won hwe say enebo nsensuo mu na ya na obi epe ba bia afa wo so wo be hwe say sa ne mani nyina na etuo betwa wo man Ghana mu wase na okwa kratafe to so eye duba ko a abugina po na ka say wo say say ye hwe say ye kono ye democracy no ye betima treaty mama na ko wiase afa na nyina ye treaty mu emfa ema o man Ghana mfa ne ntuma pa emfra kratafe to so du ba ko na ka say mu asoso no na say Ghana Bauxite Company no ene peso mu sidan say de be ye munya bauxite na mbesi ni diri nyina egu on mansa na Africa na ha say akwa pie mu amono ne eno soso no aban ebo ma paso papa say mutima plan so pese omo establish bibisa entenable kopie mo the daily dispatching so a ensema wo mo ede eba ye no ye kwa the Ghanaian Times obe pie mo Ghanaian Times a enche bia ne hu sa to forcing ebekin kan ye budget 2025 budget no ede ba ye no o kenkan ye ne ko ye hu debate ne sisi ano sika mu twa ye a fiwe ye ba be de 293 billion no eno kopie mo Parliament House ya je yasan ase a sesi a ne kwakọ yi sika na efiti na rekono ese ye di ba be ye adwuma nkasa wo man Ghana mo sika o mu allocate de call eye oh my God, ye try to on himself ye bedi no. 293 billion no. Se no kopie mo Parliament House ya je atumu kama. Sanso na wokwa klatafe toso dum ye no so a. Na se Bank of Ghana ye finance minister de ka say no say umbe ye clean up bi ye microfinance ene afen so wura bank no fa. Sa se me pese ye hwa de wo ye home. Ebra na PP amanukuo no no sa no mo kan hwe wie no gugugu banks ahodo be
almost say
almost on be clean up bi wo ye microfinance ni wura banks no
on say banks ni bi wo wa aya na omo license no ana ewu
okay
obo mu renew license no ana agbo so process mo fa mu no na be kono political party bi na e back no to one go through the normal process yeah dey mom license e dey adwuma no by say ye nhwema na se bia ye saka mu dia enkeye
okay
by say etem skada akogu no sika so chen e ka nipa ne de dia enie yanso so nti omun firi omun mu nyina nhia no mo ntanse se bia se ne yehu na bibo wa yenwu no yemfa normal process so na omane mwa se be unemployment no betimi abafo ko ka so ugu na nipa dodo adwane bebo so mo no adwane nyina bebo mo nyanya ne sa eti mo munya te se na ado de ni bi
ai
oni ke mfurata de ni bi mo mfa na magana
na manfo te ya manfo hyase ekoyi yo musika
o mo nya te se na ado de ne MPP aban de ni bi
dabi
ye mpesa
ai
ye mpena na ado suban ni bi
dabi
se ye discuss sombo eche eka obedi 29 billion akogu eka obedi bese 10 billion no ye mpesa de ni bi
okay
de penny se di pa enfonso mpa enya sie wie o mani edie ye mfa ne mfa enhihye ne mramu na onye na dwuma na ye nso nya adwuma de enye titia
okay enti klatafa toso dumienu so no be pie mu oye the Ghanaian Times so a na se man penny JDM one chief imam omunfoni ne da ha se kama sala ya ye di ye onu omunyina kohia ye di sala na wo kasa no na wo se ano ye nsu yide afa ye bia na enso so omo amasisi adan wo ye bia nsu fa bia na se wo sisi dan a wo nsu ho a make sure say obesha se blocks no betutu anu watutu because you see an ordinary ba be show no madri sa dan ni nyina de from say de be ya nsu yiri etu betwa wo man Ghana mu ha say ente no ko the Ghanaian Times a klatafa to so tu mi na obenya bi no wakenkan ni nyina enso so wo ho no me de wo ko Daily Post na say ya samijan finimfoni ene da ha say kama ono ene ye pani ono ne da gold board anom na wo si de bia da na mafo bebre na aka say ena gold board ya be ye di ba be wie sika na ye galamsey kura na say ya hu makeup sibi na say ya say ya refound ne fofra ye dia ba na wo kire mu say entisa na good board na eye o man pani dia ba na say ndis aban dia ba no ba be boa papa ya ma o man Ghana tima konanim entisa me jemfin sema na o say amanfo ka amanfo bebre na ka ebi monte good board na se no Daily Post dia ba okọ katafe to so nsia betima kenkan bi wo ho no ma wo kire kwan ya good board no ebetima boa ma o man Ghana etimi akonenim na aye Reverend for join team of asema na ye kan ese ato ye nsa de afre no se wo mra na wo mbehwehwem wo mekire ye wo fa prove upon prove famra ye na se de be ya Ghana ne betima ye hwehwemu ye etima ma bibia ye de etimi akoso ye ko de custodian so dia na se eye anodon prep ne phone ne da ha se kama wo se galamsi ati atese wo my Ghana mu ase de bia da ye bon de bro ha empo ya mampani JD ye na wo ba mu ese wo ye ho campaign se me de me ba ye galamse won sensem ati atese da makoma so papa na ntime ba me hwe se galamse nyina no eto ebetwa wo man Ghana mu ase ne nso JD ye ba ye still now no galamse ni koso na ano dompre ka se wo mu teska bia fanto so mo de ba be si galamse anu gos ensema na jo ma me ka nyina na we ka se kasa ye mframa ente okwa katafe to so mienu a sansem we nyina wo hono ma betimi no wakenkan ni nyina ebi ensoso wo hono me do okwa katafe to so miensa na ese minority leader afedoma kinzimfoni eneda hase na ho de wi na ni esima bra eno se 4.6 billion a omutwa edema gold board no sika no sika ye di samani kuo ni ba be fa so de di o man ni sika papa ya hai wo si ye sika we o mutwa de ma go board fa so bie ni so na se ma wo kanam se ma ya phenomenal kinsi na se de mu ye nu bie no mu ye nti we kura ni kwansan ka wo complain to so na phenomenal kinsi sa se 4.6 billion na o mutwa de ma gold board no fa so bie ni hono sika we na ye change na eno na e ba be koso o man Ghana mu ase na wo ba sia se so a na se Mr. Digital ni phone ene da ha se ya wo kire se wo hia niema bebre na de afa abra 2024 campaign ko so na se yeyi ni se odukura meli di MPP amanikuo nanim no wo hia niema bebre na de afiri munti no Nyankopon bona se osanso kura babiem kura na obewu kwan a obefa so etutu na na monso so afa na se wo ba esoro ase enso a na se ye papa Samia uku wonu nso ni phone na da ha sei kama okopie mu ye Agyapong South abra na omo ye efie market no na okopie na de we amanfo simi omusimi welcome no na se efekeke omani agen ho papa ni dwuma pa ye wo di no man Ghana mu osente na wo ko de custodian na obetima kenkan sansem na katafe tosumienu a eno ne nsem ne de custodian de baye ye ko de new center ye ko the new center so na say imam penny JDM ni phone na da ha say kama ye say wone ye chief imam na wo sere say ye idifito ya ye di ye sama wodi tu dwane say obesra da say wo man Ghana mu ase ye di asundue ne kro ye ene pepepe ye betima tena wo man Ghana mu ase ma wo man Ghana itima fa ne ntoma pefra enye watimi waka mi bia na ye say ye no kro mu ase sanso na akwa klatafe toso miensan so a ye akosua manu so na wo kasa che test comfort se test pomfu wo mu say dis MPP amanukuo no ya di ntwo poto de na mundwoma pa mu di ye no mama be mu da mu nkoso na mu hodu party no ati no mu ni 2028 no omo say back to power nkasa enye fedi agro sanso na wo ba klasa fe to so mienu so a na say two new levies bia so mo de call parliament house no mo hwe say omo betimi a pass out de amaye na abugina po wo say democracy ni hwe say ye betima tretre akọ nanimu bebre internet so ba the new sentence so a ensama ba ye no ye ko daily guide na say daily guide so deputy attorney general na ka say ECG missing containers na ira no na wo kasa say omugusu aso omu trace say omo behu sa containers ni nyina say da be ya wa hu bo mu bia na do be kwa kogina mu na ensoso anim na ye reverend na ye fodwo in team enso kwa kratafe tosu mienu soso anifoni ne da ha e na osisi ye koye nso ye bambo enso so bambo na esi a na hye dan koye papa bia sent na ye ga na won de wode be hye eye ndi saman ko so mo ba yi yeso ho bambo na koye bibie wo ho no nto be srada se penifo be hye na o matimi aye ni nyina so ye e de amaye e na afen so sa wo kwa kratafe tosu nyensan wo the daily guide na mu so a na se aban na ebo eye Ghana Bauxite Company abaso so matimatina say a plan some person musi a refund e wo my Ghana ma ba bi e betime sie e bauxite in before san e fro my Ghana mu say akwa kopi wo bi e man so no to offer ne ma me fa yensem ni nyina e fancy cause time no mle na nya ye plan sa enti ne ensem a de clatter no e de bae no of ma me fancy na fa de aka nyina efa to aso ma ye tie fo adane de nyina mo jebre no mo tie no mo hwe eye showdown dwumadi
me da say mama hana producer ko ponshira but one thing is container na sam no de obi abati bia na no ra say container timi ayira na ya chi do kotoye ba nipa na ono no kotoye ne de ye nchi no anu ni ade amentias enti sa Jerry division commission na say commission mo kan say Jerry division yes panyina no odan adentina empanyimfo no hwe na yan focus on the letter no woni managing director no na twe letter ne de koye ema koma PDS for say omu containers no say hwe na etumi washing na ya washing containers ya washing ni nyina wie na ya che buyer but ono no e sold container ne de ono no ye nche no dono no board container no person no no to container de ono ne ya che no it doesn't make sense
offer no correct cause o my Ghana mu ase no okay nyina ye wa ha offer obega say ye mpani for scanner no mu di nti de bia da sama ya na meka ne se ye besra da wo ye youth na se wo wani afinku na menka se wo de wani kwa akohwe ye mampani so fa wonsa ye bibi se de be ya onka se de bia da na aban because ye mpani for ne de sika die na MPP na dia de same
because assistant commissioner Jerry division any custom for no say mu nyina ye frefrom
yes ye from mu nyina no fa ye na containers I na etima hu for tedie
na ya chi do to ye na ni ba ko ton de anche
ani ba da bi mo
na mi se ni pa yan kra
e mo re man kasa o
na se de mi no obi atem ba ma fa yawo
fire
e se de say ateni de mi ma se mu ye mpanyimfo do e se mi nkasa mi no obi atem na mo no e be chiro kwampa no afaso
phenomenal kenzanzo na kan say afiwe ye boot for boot enti en susu ye be kon for boot for boot kasa
ono so se ono mo che no mo busa questions no na e bo chairman
yeah
nto se e busa questions bi me da se hana yakopɔ hira ye producer ye nua ba hana na de nkrata mu nsɛm no de abesom ne awia yi na awia yi be di nkomo ye nua bemma ye Dogbe Kevin NDC communication team member Ashanti region wasaye secretary edema 10 ewe KNUST NDC for student for econo mateno wona twatwro for panyini edema wo mu ewe ho ene ebedi eho enkomo ye hwe anim se ye nua bema Safujan oye MPP communication team member ewe adwoso onukure wose pe ye adwoso constituency youth organizer obeba dom mabunu no ano de ma MPP awodwoso constituency enti eno so na makai no enche oba be ka yensa ofidam ya na fei ya didi enkomo ena nsemfu e ba behwe no ya ahodo miensa na ba ko bedi ka kan wasem paye ye ba pa Kennedy okompreko Agyapong na apology letter na wodi abase opa Ghana for any MPP any wiase nyina cha obi a ne bone ogasa tie no afum no bia no ya na ni anye ho no bia ha no no yemfa enche no ebedi ehu enkomo anna afigam se no yewura natural resource minister yewura Ahmed Ibrahim ose se betimi aboa pa galamse kono yemfa mo nananama yemfo na nka omonko emfa mo yen eno one ne yadwen bɛdwa nkyerɛ na yɛdi ɛno so ɛho nkɔmmɔ ɛna afei containers 3,000 na ayera no ɛnkra aba no sɛ yɛsɛ yɛnhwɛ ne yɛnkyi mpanyimfoɔ mmiɛnsa bi de odi kan ɛyɛ domkuma aba no dani Honorable Alexander Afanyomakins ɔmo sɛ yɛnkyi no ɛna afei yɛnua yɛ papa yɛade nyinaa ya otu oyɛ friends running mate edema MPP 2024 abatoto yɛ Honorable Matthew Poku Prempe Honorable Matthew Poku Prempe napo mo kwame nkroma no yesu mpo oda fa timetable bra sem so dum so ho no sa papa no mo se yɛnkyi no ana afei former managing director edema ECG yewura Samuel Mahama ɔno so panyino ɛsɛ yɛnkyi no na emusabusa mo sɛ ekwan best container no fa so a etimu efraye efrigana yeni komo medina for nanso na yenhyase Kevin emakwa
Ofa mejoso
abom te sen
nyame adom bibia boko na wonso
nyame adom bibia hye pa manso way din sa me fa na de na wura ho ana
aze uja na no den dodo
sa
no den
eja na odin ho
no den
ntina untimi nyina nim
ase utwa echi sa nyina ejuma panana oyini bebo abaso
na say da me kan no kura na me boa
obo ejuma
ana me boa say me ntwa to prove evidence ana ECG nsem say ye de me nka bone ba me say Mensah na me tete say dia ye die say ye pamon dem ye sure say be possible
edikan
so what wasem
mate edikan mechia weti for ene obia ohwe Mahama obedi president and say to abewie ya obedi president o my eti say on pamo obi adwumem just on what mercies this obeyi obi edi I just said there is what evidence and I say fact to what to prove it. Then say if a group of people believe say ye ma imagine Mensah ebi aduku in the juma enso eni na ye be yin edia omon petition no mon fa reasons enka homra na Mahama de on pamo obi a in free office without any clear reasons and I say inform so nipa na intino for now no I think say if you are against say obe continue officer you have to petition give reasons to say omaye on get through tokono nipa three petitioners a petition president say on pamono in free office intino
okay that is mate yeni komo yewura kende Agyapong a chapo dia be say o pagana funi wiase nyina achew say wafom obi on political environment ni ma ye mfa nche no daroma mamintio si mami nupe
ofa edikan yewo obia obvious will be has flaws because the flaws such as autochima. There's nothing wrong say you've done something wrong and you're apologizing for it. But what happens is what's the issue is after apologizing, what's next? Kennedy Japan and the first time or Pagana for actually. He has done it over and over again. And what should say he won't come back and do what he has done or apologize for now. Nanu yaoba, nanu Sunday yaoba take. Ken yesterday has a test confor or more general meeting or by sena or by a chop kwan or by what I think is say even though his apologies would be accepted, would he go back towards to commit the same crimes? Because me as an individual, this is my view. I think Kennedy Japan is someone who says things anyhow, and in my view, as a presidential or as a flag bearer, your views and your opinions should be churned out in a way that it won't infringe on anyone's rights. Evidence of it is say like Anas edene call court abrochi ya wakudinchu yede fine $18 million atuno so it should be a lesson to him say as a human being and as a more importantly as a flag bearer say obekin bibi and utterances in public should be something which would come with what's decorum in my view it will be accepted.
Okay, by when we say betting tax in we know, you say the yenye everyone say what you want say. They see ano there we are going ni bana with team na wo hwemia. Say ye levy, e say the ye free certificate ni mampanyi Mahama ne saka. O ma sensan bibia kama che say e say the ye levy eni hobiem. Afi betting tax and so ye free wa eni hobiem. See na abetom. Emissions levy and also so ye the free wa and also so no any ehonomo ebim was say get found NHIL and a road found no any idea we talk say ebia ne de say betima ya kwanti tobutu beba te dem o maintain by o share a certificate ni kuta mempanyin ma hama wo hana we arts income tax amendment at 2025 and they will say this printed impression has been carefully compared by me with the bill which was passed by the parliament on the day of and found by me to be a true copy of the bill. Date of certificate 28 March 2025. Correct to Parliament was signed. Come up pa. Of a date of certificate, you know, a year 1st March 2025. And also Papa assigned. Speaker Babi was signed. And date of assent is 2nd March 2025, and also President Mahama assigned. And today, was hereby to certify that power to pass this act has been conferred on Parliament in accordance with the relevant provisions of the Constitution. It is here there. Betting tax, ye levy, COVID tax, 1,000. He said there is abolished. A new hope, PM, a chum, oh yes, you dim. Amen.
Betting tax now. Betting tax, as a young youth in the day, I say, you know, betting tax and anything. And they say, menya misika kakra ebi a menye ejuma nya na se mejuma ebi sika me wona enso me na menya ebi a misika be 100 10 cedis bia na 20 cedis bi na me se me kotwa bet ebi a Madrid e bo match na me se na Madrid bia win na me kotwa ehun tax ehun bet me twa ho bet na se me lucia ene de aban ma me hwe o
da bi
on ma me hwe on fa me ho but se nya me ya adom na se me bet no me dia na aban se Mensah ma na mu 10% ofa etwe yi ntino emantie ne youth amwo Ghana amutie me ene on the 2nd of April I want to tell you say betting tax yamutu utwa obeta 0% tax in your bet so into say be a betting company bi wo ha omoda so tax na you have every right as a citizen to sue them because in your law and as a amendment Mahama Ediabe there is nothing like betting tax biom.
Okay. Eti osha den the efe. E man panyini ete ne office na all sign ma say e ba pa Julius Debra oja aye ne nchen ene mahu former finance minister yewra se tekpe ono so ejina ho ana deputy finance minister yewra nso ho Felix Kwachi Ofosu ho ana finance minister nkasa yewra aye atofosen opanyini nso e ho a yaman panyin mama all sign say a free ne kwatin time betting tax away ye levy away COVID away omission tax away and tax bega ka won nyina no yesu dim ye twam e de free ho e de mama bunu enti ayasem de e de ama oman no ti Ghana fo de atadwufo wa ya te asem de pa e wo yasum ene awiei I don't think na de no afa yenim na fi na yeni yenkomo ne yenhwe yewura natural resources minister ohwe Nyankopon bodemu nyema nyina so ma ye good ye timba Mensah sesem nyina Ahmed Ibrahim se betimi afight for galamse na ebehia se enka yemfa ma ahemfo no na omomwaye Kevin Simano enum mamintio.
Okay, well, from that, may kind few lines be among. We have a duty to protect our lands and water bodies for future generations. Galamsey is a threat to our very existence. Otumfo say to the second. Intino as Otumfo wakanono. Galamsey medican kase Galamsey de existential threat a threat a yenyina no yan so ano anase yenyina collectively yamba together na yan fight galamsey na ebekọ ewiye no na yenyina yente asibi manase yeni hobi intino I think say in the past galamsey it has always been there, but in the past when the chiefs had the right and they had the power to be able to control the kind of people who do the galamsey or community money, I think say it was minimal. And so I think that in this collective fight, everyone should come on board. Leaders, traditional leaders, chiefs, and even the youth leaders of the various constituencies and I say the various communities, they have to come on board. And I think say it is a good call to invite our chiefs or traditional rulers into the fight. Oshe oko achimse ochehene osajefo
amotia for penyin
ono so or the voice abase galamsey e won ne crew manane man so esuntwa na ohwe asante man card na otumfo say oye galamsey na say so mu a ehwa yetu ade so intini these are some of the things a mo betimi aye, and beyond that too they have other rules they complain. And I think say the Ministry of Chieftaincy and Dispute Affairs so mutimi ba down na omo beboa omo so everything ahemfo asen na omutimi a champion in this kind of galamsey fight, because without them we can't succeed in this fight, because obi anywhere obi fi baby aba say okotu good e will be man so a onku hu ne man hene and I say leaders be omo community ho intino I think they should be involved in the fight, and omo complicit in the fight too should also refrain from it. Make a complicit I make sure say omo so omo nsa ehim like omudimu kena aye galamsey ye koso omoso so they have to refrain from it na they do things that would help fight galamsey activity.
Okay, but ohwe galamsey na ugiri said the man na mamwetimi ahwe aye because agense mo wie yatena wo ana various areas na to galamsey na ayemfo enzomotimi abo Canada no manti manyam yamfama
on say ena make no Oshe ye constitution, your 1992 constitution, there was amendment. Oshe over the previous years, the constitution and now you use the ahem for another a traditional rulers, they had a certain level of power. And combit me everything it took galamsey asin. But over the years, and I say in the 1992 constitution, everything 2 million or moon nisa 2 million BM. It's also a customary laws now. I think that those customary laws should be brought back so that a bit me share a handful no almost na with me a fight, because without them I don't think that we can be able to fight galamsey.
Okay, Matthias, but share how a nemasi kone aban eye bibia aban bon homodin from Mahama Tam and Adubai ye okaso de the presidency e de toho ama galamsey nti me and to galamsey asia obey free akunwa so as a president ni nyina na ye wonu ekusi be wi asia no na ne kwado be se agensem nti no say on ye papa aye land minister ka say senka ebe ya betimi aboa yenhwe nanka yemfa mana nanom ahemfo na omuntimi enkontu ede na ohunti a o kase because o kan ahemfo na baabi no ama me doubt kakra because ahemfo yam precious na etu galamsey o hwa no ahemfo be fe no say mo hwa na letter bi ba say from top order from above eti yese yentu ba ahemfo bi so wa order from above e ba so o mama kwam yentu ene yentu galamsey o yes do ma krampo yetu galamsey gidigidi a bunu regional minister yewura ona bo akwabo a no ya madam for ya me lawyer waka say I am pa galamsey o mu to videos wa ba from Justina ahoba na hene etam wo nyina wo bunu rechi ya na do ma hene say o mu ntu galamsey wo bunu ye nyina wo se mu ntu galamsey ayemfo yi na yesi yesu mama wo mu o mu nso na yetu mpo mu sisi yentui na Kevin
Ofa ne okan de mum ewum na enye say minister na nka se yenja okone nhye ahemfo no nkwansa opa kirema we should all come together in collaboration with the traditional rulers na yen fight this particular ministry nti enye say ye jai okona like abomoso we are all coming together, and I think say you say your friend is saying adwin ni ba ku fruit nti ne say ahemfo ne ba na say your friend is saying government officials na so ba on board na so omo to adwen na say become on board and build consensus. I think say we will make a headway in the fight against Galamsey. You know, it's not like say you jai ama omo nko say omo fight the particular friend is saying Galamsey na ye ka ho asem. You know, it should be a collective effort. Maybe can imprint to say it should be a collective effort. Now, wafa, inanu ya American, your friend is saying page bisona, obi say Mahama enye Galamsey moshe na nanado krade, waya de krachen, your friend is saying nanado in the fight against Galamsey. Na person bisa say, obi a ono nitimi di LI, eba say you are permitted to fight to mine in these forest reserves or in some forest reserves. And you be a waba in less than 3 months, and I say in less than 4 months. With me at the LI Accord Parliament say enka omon pass it so that particular LI 2462 no more there bana it is allowing people to mine in the forest reserve nonka they would repel it no almost onu mu no nya de na near or this LI ne ba ya e ma amanfo to me so omon to good e forest reserve omon onu mu no ya de. I think say collectively we need to come on board. Traditional leaders they should also be equipped. Untimi nkaza wako fight Galamsey because nanu ya mi hu Galamsey yesi bi no mo site tuo ne some of these ammunitions are omo wona e chese obi nipa kese bi e na so omo asen. And if it comes to the issue of Galamsey, I don't like to politicize it because Galamsey knows no political color. Ntine say yinso say ya yinso ni nim say o ye NDC ni nto kono mu so na James ne sign I ne yini nyina no ebe and as o ye NPP ni ntino wo de may impact your life more. When it comes to this issue of Galamsey, it should be devoid of political callous. It should be mainly focused on citizenry and patriotism.
Mate, but I say, Yenya Bema, a year Kevin, NDC Community member in the Ashanti region, Secretary 14 at Ken University, and I yet Ninkan Yankona in Yabema Martin, Safujan, NPP Community member. Now, Ope, a youth organizer, or a Joseph constituency. It's a Joseph 4 Mabunu and Kokwanem Rafono, Obiama Pambetime Huno, or you good, the near Dane. Na no atinim kasa ya obetimi ni pa hia di nkoma convention ni pa e dia mamoa jenua bema Martin Safujan te mesremo madarma mo hwe na mamoa no mam gofa obi a okire bi modem sabegu muti se monum ho se manfa jan ama etimi sremo mo mpe the rightful person a onim de na mabu no dadweda na komaso owo tema odo oboamo anopawe na nwumre obokro be tum ni wia na kwotena baabi o fa nkra wonya no mo nwini we nyina menkoye se madamfo menua me girlfriend menim no hamni me classmate na wontumi nya me sirawo saade wi ene ha o man Ghana madamfo no akoya mana mi wan so timi nya adwuma no etimi semo mumpa obi o sefata wonim die owo awfama timma enso to awiebo awmachi anadwo tambia no oho de mamo obetima sa kama asam edi amamo onfele pamu bia mesremo enne ni ade osemo hye no so adwosuman na bapai ebeboa mo amamo so de mo hwe odwoso no mo nsa timaka asemabu no medam ase Jan akwaba
I'm boss of mejoso
net say
ye ho adom pa
bibi ekoye die
yankopon adom ba de adom pa na mpa ibon so nti
da ba de ase
bi ekoye
e bon pa won sa be kan wato ba we ni aba no wate
me da ase
am twa mam
yankopon adawment mejudi why is not why you be da
e bon pa e bon pa say anu me ni hia yo
oh okay
anu me ba me na hu me hu no me share base bi ande me na yi
okay
na oni payfo bi di komo na so ana mi twam ko
one approach no
o man approach dem na oni payfo na so mu ye close down meeting e one on one ba me na me pese ma approach no nti de bibia ni wo ba ye bom paye ha na ye hwe nti sisi ma ba to ne da bayi
over said no we are looking for early congress said me can panyin for private me about so yenkonkoye no I think say before the ending of this year be say December kura no wan hwe ya until at least ankoye sa kura de early January February na we say ya firu ho ati bitimi so abani mu panyin for directive for me be babonten no and ye gina so na hwe
that's next year
yɛmfa no saa ɛbɛtumi so aba sɛ ɛnduru next year no saa ne
or some would need kakra and some paying the
yes the flag bearership no say elementary once
okay because or some in town some did a saha baby no 2024 mo anyim paying for them once NDC yen early but I'm working some premondo by answer over here etufu kwa wonfa na za manga se wona na mu bewu na what say akra say me nkoste fu kana kwa gu so etina mo pe do say mo bewu ntam ana ya me adom so ma we ampa ni ampa ma we onya de wika chance of danso ana wo haye sa na so say me tumu fo say ai na me tie pa o kan ne am say wotimi kana me bu ofu na me pa okra bo be ya wiye no o so da wana asema be kan no be see just papa you can me yamfa anti monkafra ya da say eti ye bon pass edu ho a obetime di nkuni ya nso beta wachi wadama ya hwe kan Agyapong wode achopa abase obi a wafom no pet ni mu we gana nimpo onya pipi nimpo ewiase ni kumase ni gana nyina ba bia ne nkran nyina no o patch or letter ba communicate ba wanya bia kan wo yam pipi ni papa asemi achopa keke ana bibi nti a openti na sade we eba simano enum mame nti opanyin
ofa simen mame fa sima ba
no mienu pemisro
mienu ofa
we den kan ye hu bacho
ofa mame fa sima keke na me ntia me mpanyufo ya won mo me constituency nyina free polling station nyina be ka constituency ya me ankasa mempi honorable lawyer Kwabena Boateng, the humble servant, the hard-working one.
Lawyer go, lawyer come.
Lawyer goes, lawyer comes.
But no one said now on any bag in the Benin night. Yeah. And they say, hey, Papa, in the phone said, develop.
That's my MP, no. We are actionable man, Rolf. Yeah,
that's mine.
Oh, yes.
But I know you're the man, but all the same.
Maybe at 2 years. Ofa na machia mempi oni manyam follow ya Kwabena Boateng ene mpanyimfo nyina awie saa no me region mo menchia region for mpanyimfo nyina so a free youth organizer so kopem the chairman so well ofa me papa me ofa honorable akompre kon ohene Kennedy Agyapong yes wapacho is ofa the late Mr. Mr. Akwesiampo Foji obonyum bi bla na anche atin se enu na wotu menu kwa no Nyankopon to nsafre no o se nyum na oboy na wo se obi a wafom no mfa nche ne Nyankopon so nye dey mfa nche me last na be that way good
yes
you see it tells you say asase to see on say ye kan ye boni a ye sori a ye ya ngofanka ye ntimi ni sima krekeke kura wa asase so but ni nyina mu no Nyankopon de che ye nti bebe bi say won mfonso obe ya ne nipa bia ye ye nti obe pa chewa ye se yanyintum sabi uye Nyankopon ono ekuta ye nkwa no ono kura de bibia che yo na unu etia wona aso na wa ba bontin even if say sabio se wa ma bontin amfa che opa makura na de na wo se wo ye wa unyansem let your conscience speak to you never che because the more I would channel, the more Nyankopon so be dey. Edu de be free no de a chew. And so, ye papa, ye wofa, ye de nyina wa ba bonten abepa chew. I think so far is a good step in the right direction. Yeah, we say especially the good people of NPP, we say ye adhere to na ye tie no. Through that, and didn't kabum beba. You see over this time wrong. Enye enkranfo be je matra makre be kwaso hwe sa aka no fune mani bi mu. You see unnim nipa bi kula obefiri ba bi din kabo maba amankunum di na edai yede nim se nkunum di de ba but unnim nipa bi a o destiny help bi a obefiri ba bi abeka manyoko yimu edi yempeso obi abeti obi ana so to obi ti obi na so kim na akọ ese we menini ese menini ese ya yempene ye be hwe se ye de yie ebetu yie eho honorable Kennedy Agyapong enim so aboa party pempa every baby de bedru baby ntina cha opa ne de to me am no han me gitumpa
but that say mama kenka man for messages omodi aba Prosper Ben was say Harbor is not belongs to us. Harbor is not belong to us. Or say Harbor enye dia ya ton so mato omonton propaganda. Or say lances from minors should be stopped before handing over to the chiefs. Good idea. Senenu Agbo, or say, I don't like the way this guy is saying, yen paying for, as for our elders, just chopping our money. It's not a right way of presenting news. It is not all the elders that enjoyed in the search collection. Okay, Nana upon a suyoku was offered answer. I'm watching you live from Ejula. Okay, me that's papa. B. Joe Jeremiah live from Dubai and also a shady free. Mama Kadi Taminti, Mebana free, member Twasso. Kevin, you didn't come. Yamma Reso, now you share. Yewura, a young land minister. Land and natural resources. Yeah. I met him say, Gam say, you bet me to see a padia. Yanya for Kabum, na impono. Yamaya for him premature guru, a womb. Simanum, my minty wadaruma.
Offer Medasi, answer Mleno etiam nintino, me monitor to say usi boots. Offer, Yewura, Ahmed Ibrahim, the Bandahin crew, I think say MP Nekase. Ofanke Yanesa. Yeah, say on one friend among your kudum NDC. Now on some war, a bemuno, the cancer as him we say no. Offer, yeah. But you must say, Okano as capacity as what? And your crocodile the job offer. You see, over your main, yeah, Galam say, MPP Abreso, never also, never coso. But the man himself, Nanado Danko Kufuado, the former president, offer, we be a dinner family, dear. First, you could farm machines here. I was here this stop be beer, ye, the year, a year enough from the do bet me a year. Nature said, any brand in the abyss of best of Galam say no. And so be an embryo uncle first come fast any money a day, and shame, but we be a name. Na galam senior day. Oh, Nelsono, met me a cassette, Sebio, a so take a cra. The princess Abri current ye the woman. Over. You were o maim. And a young who yakula and galam sea, Yola, Mahama. So open one stopping once and for all, no, including the forestry. Forestry, dear one of a Wisu dear campaign, which a man for bought his idea. Now, my genie tomb. Over the Muslims and Edian Yehuno. Ube huwa convoy pa na escorto adie can say piloda. Yes, piloda na escorte na so hazard yes so blim na anajutum na de kwako wura yim. Ofa na de kwako wura yim o. Ofa yenhwe ye wa ha. Enkanya bone ye na nanam hemfu isi emma amanyoko NDC4 enye se omu tutu anoma wonom de akwakire na nanam hemfu. Na na nanam hemfu bi omu ho no omuti abenyo akese so pa ye ho kire ye ya ye padwen kase ya eho na ye de etwa aniko edu ba bi eho na ye de amanyo sem ne to nkyai ye wa ha na central regional minister bi ka sa the national security force military force anya intelligence say dwumade bi koso ha no a ye mining you see mining no anagalam say no ye kase ye politics ya emwa but over this time no you can't do mining or you can't do politics without mining. Yes, anti head there was here kanokole near feature as near mere chrono and my Joanna she couldn't be film. And this I couldn't to me this time, you know, whether you like it or yes. The politicians, you know, o my encroachy, I mean, the Galamse na answer Casa. Oh, you are original NDC chairman. Casa no, Moba Monti Aminaso. You should have stepped on my toe and Sam Maba has no more. Near Boko Branepa. Eminim ya anye bia national security officer na military officer ya bɔ nim say aden na mba man frame over ankwankwa DC ya na say yo regional minister Kolombo head dice kana minister Kolombo na ofa tinganenka sa regional NDC chairman nim say ye na nanam hemfofo ho de na wo say nko ye no kuroi wo wura asasi wo wura do ye nim say anye bia no over 60% to 70% no say agudie sha asasi ase a mla kire say sabi ya ban dia of which ye nyina ye dey ye nim but you soon forget say the asase kase na ye ahemfofo dia ye e wo say ye di ni die dey e ma ye nanam ahemfofo and this regional chairman yam nye ne sa akora e hunu sesabi ade kuro no ohene ni so ana ananananum ni so ba ye hwe de o ye o teki ono an angle e na o de ye ye wia na sabi ye wula Ahmed Ibrahim the Banda MP ya wasan the energy lands and natural resource minister asa babontin because say ni say and na make us offer ye tutu na ma won de akwa kire empanyufo eno so de enya dey emamuda nansi bonsa treatment plant of ayenkwankwa de ani aye Sabio na make din kaka say wa bem no na galamsey ne koso ane fight but not to some extent ya nka wa baby e fight through nka wa beto aso amene fru no bonsa treatment plant offer che ensue ne gidigidi no plant ni nyina ese ni nyina ye dey agense mo ye dey esai nti ekwa na ye bai ye koi anase ye bai offer arewo sem at this time crowd esisi crowd che se ne nyanya magana fo che ya nsori a eniema ekoso no eniema ekoso no ye ba na betena offer yes yemfa amanyosem ntonchai yemfa amanyosem inso no sabio who is ruling this nation I am amanyofo na ewululi whether you like it or yes I for amanyofo ena ewululi it won't mean take you mfiri mu da and I want to mention abla wo mudin yedai so ho offer nkawie mpasati ya krobi wonom ye florom ya nkwanta fasa wonte ya just recently endro ye Galamsey pit ebuagu nipa enum so condemn 5 people dead so no ye hwena no ye na Galamsey no ekoso nti regional minister bi beka so hu ye international security beka so hu ye and the offer so while are these people I mean the NDC apparatus be ya now omu eka say me kire Sam George okuja to abrakwa no omu ko river Brem river Tano river Nkobra no omu ko sa honsuo e de kire omu ti sensu ya de say sabio gutter the back gutter bonka de obi mfi kire nyina timi kwose sa nyina de go voltic bottle mu plastic bottle mu de kire say look at what is going on of I know memu and then we say omu where are the so called Ghana coalition against Galamsey led by Kenneth Ashegbe and his entourage teams. Where are they? The kind of the volume and the speaking, when MPP government was in power, no, are they still using that power no, to speak now? Or are they using that volume no, to speak now? You see, say ye kosu say one here be kakra no, just ye be je Galamsey na ma sabi ofa e be kakra na mo chiri heye no na ye ba be tu Galamsey no. Say so PMMC wan ayi da no yi. Ye wura sam jam vida no yi say ofa. Why say gold board. They say akura school kula o hwe na no person kula na mani agi school no. Yes na Galamsey no ho, but no mo ko school no. E so be declare gold board into the sense say he said one year go do adwuma kra na enye way no. Of I don't forget say me see baby me free is a mining prone area. Man so Bontemfom to be precise. But of I've never stepped there before. Me nko kra say me kwa kra say gold na yi ni kra me kwa hwe na yi kra da. But thank God I'm still alive. And say we say you need oman bi, you need kro bi. Yeah, without mining e hono e kwa etumpo ana. Of mampon ye mampon. Ye na na say that's bonsu. Also mo bia nsi na sa so ma me ye nyese gold ni bi nche e bi hye but was one mpene but offer other areas in there ekoso I wonder say the so called union leaders of Galamsey for they've kept so silence. I wonder say some of the media personnel of Asabi Muhammad Mefo mpanifo ibi no and Muhammad Mefo ibi no say they no musi kasa wo mo media no me chance for I wonder how they've kept so quiet. And as I've already said the apparatus so no Professor Ramford Jampo yeah say shipping your authority akwa da no timi kasasa wo kira de kura no opla se nkura ima break no fa formula bonten emla me kasa se de Galamsey no eye no enye yes the menace of Galamsey ni nim se enye but to so ba na mo ba ya enemo wai mo kama no atum ena nipa wuwa na ewu to sa ni e bobi mimunim ni e yese na se o ma ya ma to the sense say site ko no kura no ena me no kasa ofa soldiers for a police for just say o munya adwuma nye oh for munya adwuma nye
first for me
medicine for no so munya adwuma nye me che national security for munya adwuma nye what you say immigration force and border so mo patrol no say hono ye prone area e two mining bia untimi nko because akodi a hye meka say enkofu bi hu ho no no NDC panyi bi kura ba be kan say kwaku enwura mo de ensan yo na wo ko no masa se de o masi abo mo ho no ho amna mo bo a mo ho ho amna de akande no mo ho amna de atuduro no e mo hye mo ene untimi nko sa pro no area ho ye pen so ne sabi ya nti wanyina bi who born dog say wo ba be call site ya no kro say military man and obi ba be call enti no obi aye well armed ho nti untimi nko ensi da GNDC government so kwa na sa ne man ye dey e ko so
me da say Galamsey issue say be no politics say dia e be ha adwen because me pese my encounterment bia my intervene will be conversation money ade but upon all that you say we den ya the work kan nyina no ebiasisi ebra na mo na all the same no o de yɛmfa no nto na fe men komanim na mesaba so Kevin my memra wo yenu abema Martin Safujan NPP communication team member in the Ashanti region and Osepe position as youth organizer our Josu constituency etiana ma hwena mo so maka no to no Kevin yeni komo je see ya no containers 3000 near chira yire ya energy minister me won say 1350 containers enya etimi I would trade only just 40 containers out of 1,350 no zaka 1,310 containers and they see you I be with the suggestions abasen kebaya yenche the managing director ya no da ECG ano yewura Samuel Mahama na fe yen sanche dentam energy minister na mo etibuku prempe na po na fi yenche dentam chairman for ECG yewura Alexander Afinyo Markins empayfo yi suggestion mo dia bayi odan memu saw simano enum memuntiu
fa we de medas bi me nua ne kasa na me opponent e kasa no o kan asem bi say the friend is saying under NDC and as under NPP no they supervised a less galamsey and as a less effect of what galamsey water bodies and resources so na any all kasana na me call Ghana Water Company on my website on record in 2024 be September and November mo record say water levels 14,000 NTU na me can NTU that is the unit here they measure in suitability and now about 2025 and so more record they say omo NTU no at aba down to 9,000 until from 14,000 about 9,000 that's all catch me say oh na why are they chain me and I say me time na me galamsey a chain wa na say unka ni o kano it you are either twisting facts and I say you are not on top of issues and na osaka bi say nanado kofa equipment be at the bagana to fight the friend is in galamsey menace but yen nyina ye wa ha say na party hiesika e bae I seize the excavators here almost seize ni nyina na omo sakochiche anasa omo ton in all in the name of party hiesika for what primaries and you know if you sit here to tell me say under your time you supervised galamsey on the low now say this time around galamsey has risen and not just say you are not saying something which is factual or Ebio Mosaka can say Mahama can say he will protect our what forest reserves. Now Mahama can say no. By the time Mahama we have in Ghana here we have 248 forest reserves. Now Mahama ABD president for less than 4 months. Yetimi I reclaiming 7 forest reserves. 7. And international or Sade LI Bill was parliament say LI 2462 and Kayen repel na Emma Evenezen amount for kwan so mbetimi amine wo forest reserves nanka ya repel now catch me say why ya there chain obia or no ebe repel sa act na one also introduces a bill no what I menko issue so about the containers the issue of the containers the 1348 containers are ECG4 there it had my friend is equipment transformers and cables anka or they be connected lights to the various constituencies and our communities Ghana has it. Now here the kind of people are they've been complicit in this kind of issue. Or here Afenyo Makena or your friend is he was the former board chairman of ECG. Now here Dubik Mahama Samuel our also not or your friend is MD and as a CEO of ECG. And Matthew Poku Prempe Honorable Anna Minister of Energy. Ohe yemfa omo bako. Ohe my friend is Afenyo Maken issues when you now buy in the beginning he wasn't accepting responsibility. Now Osha or person shifty blame say obina kuna even omo what omo tonton these containers no. I want to ask a question say as Obedi Evenezen CEO board chairman of ECG for close to 2 years and I said 3 years no. What did he do in that regard? A dear in pana obetimi aka say me and me because who tie any audio now or say bibiara obeye and a reform bia obeye was a particular board ne so no it is always in the public domain intini senka oye bibi to this regard I'm sure senka ye nyina ya so bete na ohwe Dubik Mahama nso a even is Dubik Mahama no so a former CEO of ECG and as a electricity company of Ghana now ohwe yenhwe scandals bia ye recorded under him in 2023 no parliament budget omo ye for friend is ECG Omo overran our budget by 7.3 billion Ghana cedis as a result of what? Procurement issues. Number 2, another scandal yes I recorded under him they say ECG yenyina say ECG at the car because amount for be use light and anu ya afenuma can cry list agency CB omo the ECG car ECG at the car yenyina na ECG amount for a friend is contract on procurement one man and 2 companies contracts for procurement. Now one company card ye pre-financing. Now you got pre-financing. I just say ECG na be mo musika edi kan say omo fanye procurement. Number 2, another company omo card omo license any omo license like omo license isn't effective. They don't have the mandate to be able to do any procurement. Good. If this is the kind of person a friend is saying he is complicit in this issue, I think say if you bring him on board, na say utimi etotona no bisa nense because we should ask him why he also resigned from the as ECG CEO or cite personal reasons. We should be able to ask him why you had to resign. Say bia intiasi bia nye adwuma nti na wo step pay down and I say what the idea be by no mo amfa nti na wo step pay down he should let us know. I think say and then Yemfa Matthew Poku Prempe honorable former flag bearer. This is a man he has shown that he has no kind of running mate. He has shown that he has no form of regard for the citizens of Ghana. He's the same person who said if Keta's sea defense wall is included in the budget, he would lead Asante-Mine on a demonstration. Adia ACO friends and voter region man for life as a statesman there as MP with the MP for close to more than 8 years and as a more than 12 years there. In case something like this should bring you joy, but if you open your mouth to say you would lead a demonstration in this regard if they are included, this is someone who has no regard for us and he should also be brought to book and asked necessary questions. What for Mensah call everyone is about to be good. Pachomate. Okay. Me can say afenyu mark in the can say abia owo then people were there everything they connive with the ECG officials no more talk sa containers after buying the containers then they will turn back and come and resell to the ECG until me question they say why or what did he do in that regard until here omo propaganda nanu ya omo communications director Mr. Ahiagba na Richard Ahiagba oposti ibi say friends and containers omo wa taban ohwe omo painting NDC colors any another picture bia ono so NDC for swaswa friends and green army omo say green army omo swaswa friends omo swa containers. Now here these issues did not occur under this friends leadership and under this government. These were brought to bear and I say these issues were exposed as a result of your friend is an energy minister ne committee be or set up so we share the procurement bill and as we share the procurement activities of what ECG. My main concern back control before say Dubik ebe take over na ECG every week and as more allocations are that is meant for procurement but Dubik Mahama eba so internet enya fe na your friend is an issue aba na ye very ye say afini ye ko pesika e ko clear goods first no ana en kan no na sika e wo ho every month and I say every week accounting him for what clearing of goods from port but oba he cancelled all those things with the explanation say friend is saying the ECG as a whole has no resources and as a money. These are some of the people that should be brought to book and I support the call that they should be invited, questioned and interrogated on this issue of Galamsey.
Medase ma yenpo na yene yenua bema Jan yeni komo yenhwe o hwe eye containers ya aye diarrhea ma no sabi ye di obobo yi ekwa fa so ye hu ye o hye no letters aba from a former managing director Yehuda Samuel Mahama on one side a copy chief of staff ni chief justice ni attorney general name pen for back say omochokoma aye PDS some washing containers Simon Wamintiu.
Yeah, offer.
We thought of this issue.
Men offer me please. So he was giving more than 7 minutes offer.
Oh, yeah, so I'm anthem.
Anyway, offer. No problem. No problem, offer. Offer. The attorney say, Nenka, I was looking for the Senka, and some can go in and go bet me support with his argument at me batteries and say what I was saying was totally wrong. But you see, what I just heard from him was just a lamentation. Quadrumana, as if say they are in a campaign arena now. No substantive issues beyond the Guabontine. Over, Accra me can say, you see, say yet your memu, that's a name because ness and ya. Let's call a spade a speed. Say a dewy and yet. Over, I didn't make answer. Over, my talk the amount. Sorry, you. What about what me make car? And I said, if I said my wababeto. Now the could do Juma. Offer my tender all the document, requisite documents be awesome the more be offer. The necessary ones, with the amount, ye be beer, as in same be offer what you care, walk up with him, who could shame no boot to one of our things, the jack, the reflector, and the triangle, the Kenya for to the naturally a lot of things. You also a car near Kabia offer, Nina womb. I'm of all the one dances Nina womb. Of a wajike, she would acquire rounds, why the Akobo Juma, the other baby out here. Offer close to 2-3 months' time. Offer now, oh, you make it a quiet be busy, say. Car now the mameno, a womb. What the mameno, not jack with them, not reflector with them, not triangle with them, not spanner with them. And car telling a new womb come, yes, what talk their mammy, what talk their mammy. But yeah, I say, and Cratani and send him. 2 snake gumino and send him. No offer. Oh, but Sabio Sampa Moabe Busame. No for Sassam Crano, a cracra best idea. You see? Yes. Offer. Yeah, yet after transition team, dear beam. So when we say Obie Frac, when I transition to offer them, sir. Yeah, all the requisite contain an island. Of a Pacho, or Daloma. Of a see a bit put to blame, we put to blame, dear. The government in Pano, or as they say, more questions than answers. Offer. So no, ya ye bibia dani bibia tender bibia dem ya transit with the transition team ya ye bibia we so no ya yewura energy minister John Jinapo. Oh yes, you call no, it was say 3,000 adia chen oba house it was say 2,500 adia san chen one saba be kan we say you see over on the 19th February 2025 request for immediate clearance of 75 containers owned by the Electricity Company of Ghana. So no, that is ECG. At the port, so sign. Honorable John Abujinapo. Oh no, offer.
Was it the
offer? Request 19 February.
19 February.
Yes.
2025.
Request for immediate clearance of 75 containers owned by the Electricity Company of Ghana. That is ECG. At the port, sign. Honorable John Abujinapo. Copy of a kafla je ubet mi aje you see offer adiana ye tam to ya ne ye ne se no offer eye no kre ene nipa nka manipa ho nto mu se container se fa hene me hu bi da anti bi da se MPP e wo so no sani ma we se nyina ye dai e ko so na se be kan kre ne e kan kra enye nwanwa what I know is the NDC government led by John Dramani Mahama, they've attempted to sell the ECG. Yes. They've attempted to sell the ECG.
For the moment.
They've attempted to sell the ECG. And the idea we say, said the Baya, Abema ECG, yen demonizing no, yen man who goofy kura, and Sebasi a car, Obia Timiaka say, Ampa, Yanka, and the ECG, the motor kura and fast way, the family mount. ECG, the motor kura and fast also said the Muyade, Mokano. So they are all attention on, or their all attempt is to demonize the Electricity Company of Ghana, which a Jinaswa a Juma kama. Yes, I believe the domestic man say every 3 months biano you should get ready say increment a day koso so no for net now ma we say necessary ma we say nyina koso a na ewia na e pre dia koto ho ana so offer ye wia na e pre dia koto ho ana so eje no kre e wo ne mebu ho ma we say ma ye wire ni so no eti baby senka minority in parliament senka omni here say wade man ko mani mre say do masole de kasa no because ye free abem no ye hu say bibia was intact na na nka ye transition senka ne ke ba bonte be kasa no ade we amode ma ye de when dey o see agina so ne hwehwe but offer 2 months to 3 months afa ne ba bontene ne aba be kasa say we yakofa container we afa ne sere na basa ye hunu of which ye wa bem no we say bi nyina ye dey anko so am obi antimi anye dey am capture say ne say ne koso yisi ya so ya na say ne koso ye dey port it dey make catch Ghana men nyina so offer ye hunu say MPP ne this no there is a vast different. There is a vast difference. One is come to development. One is come to pro policies. Say you make Ghana no nyina so in terms of na sumdue any bibia na offer. We can't underestimate MPP aban. Yes, ye nyina ya manyokuo. Ye nyina ye ya manyokuo. Ye nye Jesus Christ. Even Jesus Christ himself say wonye perfect. Tineja no. Ye so sa na ye nye dey. Ye nye perfect. But ye bad down say ka say amanyo any kuo. Ye nkamom na ye nya aye MPP ene timi esa de ma we say nyina. Ade more rem a wodwene ho a wonte ase nkwa ridiculous things and NDC for me dey omu ye na omu yo masa ba bonten aba be ka nema bebrebe diversional tactics no e na ahia ase no amamu a Ghana for de ma omu agidi a enso agidi say yes of say the okase ye we pito ya Ghana for ye ho anyi o makono kura asabi omu so mo nkoto aba no ya etimi atoma mo bum no enye no ho adwuma ne de omu ye enye no ho adwuma ene de omu ye of am no okase ne kura asabi o udanya ne kura na wuso na mpa na also boss nyankopon mo ama de panye dey enchen e say no the mobile money vendors for nyina just say be offer e say omu hia a police for ansa no betima yo madwuma ka police for bakwa different job no say no mobile money che momo ma menka na sa momo for no de me kan bi etuma for bia be kan momo ni bia yam chechhe no say so ye adwuma na say at least or say nkopon be say 8 no timi meeting the daily requirement na or say at least be say 6 o'clock mo no opon that's one say sane niam na nkwa and niam be cost wo kro de mianam no awudie ne kro no just recently of putting the blame on the NDC government of which year time no na sadi we say nyina ni wo kro no ho offer not to this extent no cry ba ko pe see be boat you akun ni aye o say ni afa wa yi akọ
police ni yekun no filling station bi e bana boulevard skeguma e ko na yen Ghana offer e pacho mesro na mo Ghana ha na offer say na we dey say bi say na yes offer me kaze me chohe ma me you see me first suspect in two bia so you see who such company mu ahun e woni ma bebrebe e na e dey esi but okay for this what can more than water we me ba ma me hwe me mo to so ba wen hwe we letter me show no before answer no ye discussion see any letter now there ma me no we e free ECG ankasa atana ye logo daso at the City Company of Ghana Limited March 2nd 2023
pacho me na me ma on
anya wodi na
okay
we ni foforo request for the head of auctioning of ECG PDS consignment and containers at the port. Copy the Chief of Staff, Jubilee House, Honorable Minister, Attorney General, and Minister for Justice, the Honorable Minister for National Security, Honorable Minister for Energy, Honorable Minister for Finance, the Executive Directive Iroko, Director General, and Assistant Commissioner, GRA, Customs Division. And now, sign Samuel Mahama, Managing Director, Dubek, Cesar Nediniye. Yeah. Say, oh, compare the what the Amam Sisia, yeah. Yeah, Opanyini Equity. Or say, Superintendent of Police, Marine, Ports, and RLYS, Deputy, Ghana Police Service, Tema. Request for immediate clearance of 75 containers owned by the Electricity Company of Ghana, ECG, at the port. Signed John Abujinapo, Minister for Energy and Mensah Green Transition. Copy, Chief of Staff, Jubilee House, Accra. mesrese Jan Asamba yen treaty assumption is it here. This letter we may any valid.
Never it.
Yes, to me. This letter any letter say from energy minister Echokoma chief superintendent say contain bi na seni sen o hwe letter yegura eye Maxwell Dubek Mahama etroye
ofa no we mi hu ye
unya hu
ba jo fa no
ma send ma o de me encourage ye nyama gan for
ya me hu na me di hu adanse ya
we propaganda ade na esi no ye nkonde obi nka se ye wo ba ama e manyina ba ya de
ya
ba wo ba bunya akoda wo muade
ya
akoda bre no wase akoda openyam som ena akoda openyam som
ya
akoda opadusua ena akoda ompadusua
ya
akoda opebre and the one pebre. This is not tama. You say you defend it. Say obiya ya dentinon. So apart from the show, a friend say me defending the panel, and I say near the other. Me dey atoso. Eti ja wasem we dey do mean kase bia do kan but per me no let me hu one day papa itwe. To say difference me say na na hwe letter mam nkofo we former managing director for Yeezy and opanyini African markets eja parliament o ka hwe video ni sisi ye hwe no wa o kan se o ye che e kwanya na e fa so mo ye adwuma but wa make mu se letter bia ba bibi se letter wo dey dey ma send am amhwe
me so me dia me hu na me di
amhwe
yes
it is ye asamba na ye tuti a yen tuti na kodu
mu ana ba kono so nya ne
enipa we dey hwe masane ma check hwe masane abetum hwe sisi ye
me hunu
e ma cho yetam no kra so
me hunu
aka 1 minute pe ti me mo bia 30 seconds yam rap up ma cho summarize na me ma no yen sore so tam na so
ofa on say o trufo na si na dance ni woden abrechi na menua yi betina ha sei wa kansema duduo na enim ene say wakofa letter ya ba superintendent of wine say
superintendent unkan ni ya mpacho woni nya
special superintendent na wo ho na superintendent of police
ni hu superintendent bi ase de ho kan mpacho
enti no say wabetina ha say
superintendent wo wana
mi hu ya ofa
wabetina ha say kansem say
superintendent of police marine ports and RLYS deputy Ghana police.
Ofa we nyina ne oye wuti ase.
Tema.
One verify the fact.
Enti
Otamo ya ne so one verify the fact nti onim ne ewu.
SD because on say enema bu owa. Studio.
On kan yanka ohu
address. Bibia o.
Enti kan we coming for my
this not politics. Me ba we nya politics. Jam me ba. We ba
coming for my copy.
On say we ma send am on.
Coming for my copy.
Me ba on say we nya we nya politics. This is not politics. Obia ya de na nya obi oso che Ghana mra. Say the say ye o man dia. Ye hu asem no kra no na ye ntwiti.
Of MPP was ye boyechi o no kra nya ofa was ye kan.
Adia ba na ye konam say
MPP ti abembe ofa. Eniema ye bi so a MPP bra. Ofa ye nsa so ye nko anim.
Eno ne nche se ko.
Ye nsa ye nko. No, please. I'm talking with the please. Ofa ye nsa so ye nko anim. Ye nyina ye wa ha. You the media people no be there. Mo dey hear galam say Akufo Addo aban. Say yen konko ye dua. Yen konko ya say no me. Of yen is answer yen aduma. Say the offer. And so the me accept it. I won't allow her to dictate for me. Please, you can dictate for me, but not him. Then allow him to be silent. Else I won't also be silent. Allow him to be silent. You can't dictate for me.
Yes. Obi obata konwa so. Ya Ghana fa so pane paawo. Me mani efi ye pa. Mahama me ana me come there obi a obeta konwa so ama afu o kasaf no di atem because no abre amen no Mahama obi a onye opportunity ya omane hwahwa no ye press obeba abejo man so ya ye bompa ye se wade se omla na na Akufo Addo fat Ghana fo bi ani ba na do breast no timi kan se bi mama ba ye timi ka ye nyina ni enti se containers ya omanja pade hwe former chairman edema ECG Alexander Fanyomakis or say the yana say any panel ya was sharing near Safa Chabaton and my ECG4. Where people need or your parliament or council. And to bring ideas on your politics near your pekra tabiba say ECG was me address it to police for what? Police to the money or no police no sabi obi Korea they say but you be was me address it to police say superintendent of police one marine crown say or no show na man ne sabi ECG for issue and to say propaganda na yenya dia e betimi aboama oman no ya benefit nya dia say e party nti mempem yegu party hu fi etimi asoso nya party no e individual na ni deal NDC party is there and NPP party is there but individual according to individual na no mudi eti mesra mo say sadebe ya aba mesra letter we letter me nya letter masa to someone be can but obi o sensible be able sabi salary we anya varied letter we there kwa farmer but me person ko me play what the me so seconds yampon 30 seconds yan sorry
me letter me ba me yanka man farmer
ja what me ba na letter we CG sha obi da bi na so obi dey ba me boa na ko so letter jan letter ECG to say o dem match me sorry man can me match mo fan me so mo fan me why Miss Fatchame, Dan Fatchame, Mr. To the seconds, sorry.
It's no we the Oshe containers issues. We have to tackle it. Everyone who is complicit, they say we have to bring them to book. Afenyo Markins, the big Mahama, any former Minister of Energy, Honorable Matthew Poku Prempe, Omunina, they have to be brought to book. Or more answer questions on what they know about the situation. Now we fight it head on. Oshe Afenyo Markin, Osaka say, and only you say NDC bar say, or more be arrested, but or more than Yamibe almost. Into the way Munina comment, I saw it in bedroom. Let's just invite them. They are complicit on the issue. It's a fact, and so they should come and then help us.
But that's Jan, sorry.
I mean, now I say, na in country, one assembly no, OT no, Sanshay. Na Ghana my titulu Santiman so titulu say ye de ba be ye no na ye se enye nti ye nya ba nwa no na ye mfama NDC for ye betena no ma de wo se ye kan no kre no ai betimi bia na ye beka but omu a measure no mu de toton se na Akufo Addo aban ene Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia aban wo so no MPP aban na ye so se na nya ene e de no eye buro so ena ofa ye da ye ntimi na sabi ade be che se ekumo hini we say insecurity e china obi ni ba bia ba bedu no so chidom hini of mampombo fiedu nura onka bi nhye to bonutio yakunu ya saa na ye hwe no wo man mu but no kura bia wo se ye ka bia to s no as MPP no ye ba betena se ne defend na o man konkonu Ghana no nye se ne ye hwe no nye se ne ye pe no e bia o chiranko no ye nim de bedu no so enti ofa meda hwefo ne atiefo nyina ase na ma che obi bia nso ene awie nso ebio meda ase
enti bo food chidom hini mo bontu
ofa wada wo ma ye bonutu yakuno
enra
fa
bro food fantastic bro food
wo mampon
bro food
Krubi se nche wa ifro imprim awono
na ebe ya so
ofa ne kan so asabi o man fa ka no enkwanti omukun ne na yi nyina ofa ni sika
o man fa hwe
ofa the contract killing ofa madawro ma
ebe ma bisafo ne on manning na Yakob goes very very unfortunately say unfortunate say sad day we hate mercy very very unfortunate this incident Nico Senka Bana Sabet and what day you never see Yami Abraham that's a Iranian trust when they show down you better a year Martin Safujan Ase na fe yada ye nua bema we young people communication team member ope youth organizer ewo edwoso se mon kai na monto emfa ema no na man tom no court na ba hwemu ewo ho afei Dogbe Kevin NDC communication team member or secretary 10 ewo Ken West meeting and of dance producer Hana Yebeda Manuel Ase so control be MC Adoma ye afei the boy director na yam nya ba chidom ye sorry sui nyame Adoma enhia that's if the makam number bye